Hello boys, my name is Cool Yoshi and welcome back to sort of kind of a mixed blind fu finale, or more like a bonus content. In the last video we did a very awesome kill and monster hunt setup, essentially putting my monster hunt to rest and defeated every single unique monster in the game, at least anyone that we didn't do before. We also did a lot of extra grinding off screen before, and we're very close to level 78 on some characters, and Melia may actually be really close to 79. I think after this I'm actually going to boost her up, because you'll see why in a minute. Anyways, we left off 2 quests in the run, and you're probably wondering why we skipped them so much. Well, I decided to save them for this video because I thought, what better time to do them than now? By the way, if we do them at a specific time, I believe we will hit level 80. I believe, off of that. So that is the thing that you're going to want to do. By the way, I'm going to do a Pawn Spectre thing last because I do not know if it gets removed upon completing that achievement. So I'd rather actually still have them saving me. Anyway, by the way, if this requires Melia, we might actually get might be a little bit in trouble since I have not been leveling her up at all. But I'll try to make it work. I promise. The strat with Melia does work fine. She just doesn't do as much damage as Shulk. It just doesn't have the buffs, so you kind of want Shulk. Alright. Anyway. During one of the random quests, we met kind of a smaller version of Chairman Bana. He's not actually Chairman, he's just something else, but he's pretty much just as mean as he was in Xenoblade 2. So, yeah, we're gonna kick his butt now. Why? Why you always have to throw spanners into Bana's works? Day in, day out, day all about, but I have to run in a hamster wheel like feathered beast of burden. Bana will express pent-up resentment through medium of merciless violence. On guard. So this is actually a fight against a no-pawn. Well, sort of. You don't actually fight the no-pawn, but you fight his beast. Holy crap. Gah! If it's a fight you desire, we certainly won't disappoint. Don't underestimate him. Bana's more dangerous than his act might suggest. Yeah, good news, self. Enough wagging of chins. Come and get piece of Bana's fist. So we don't actually necessarily fight him. We fight his beast. Kind of like we fought his robot in Xenoblade 2. Anyways, this is one of the 2 mixed unique monsters. It's only fought during this quest. Oh my, this might go better than I thought. I did not know he had a sleep spike. Thankfully, the alert music, once again, does not take priority. I think in the original game, if you lost someone, the original music would actually remove itself. This guy seems to also have a really nasty aura, and that we don't seem to be building any attacks. We just keep missing him. That might just be one of his big things to do. Oh wow, okay, he's really tanky. Okay, he's gonna take a really long time to fight. And that sleep spike is definitely not something I like. Alright, hang on. I need to immediately use armor after this. It'd be nice if Nene actually did her job and like actually woke us up. I think I was supposed to get knocked back, but I completely skipped that part. I think I'll probably do better if I just do this instead of doing damage. I don't care. Even if this doesn't seem useful, I feel like this will work. Anyway, just seems like a really long fight. It's basically like that tortoise, only he doesn't seem to do much. Other than a sleep attack, he doesn't seem that punishing. Speaking of which, let's run away a bit. Oh, here's a confusion. That's different. Okay, well, thankfully we were able to cue that. The thing I ran away from that. Yes, you can avoid other attacks, and that's why I did that. I'm gonna probably save my light heal for a bit later. Like right here. Yeah, this is really net. Yeah, this is definitely his ultimate attack. The fact that he does that in immediate. Alright. Let's use a red tat. He's getting close to dead. We should probably try and take him out now. Alright. Oh wow, almost a full bar there. I'm starting to get better at this. Ah, just barely didn't kill him. This guy has a lot of defense and a lot of HP. And his pipe down is probably the worst part. Oh, and I'm confused. Sheesh. I might actually die just from that. Remember, if the leader dies but you don't have a full bar, you will wipe. This is not like 2 where you can revive and keep going. Well, actually 2 has the same thing, but... Oh, that. I will agree, that was actually a close one at the end. He tried. He used his confused feign too. I didn't have enough time to run away from that this time. Yeah. Alright. Bana cannot believe Bana lost again. Wait, have you asked before? But you bullies will not see Bana beg. Bana will go to grave with composure, with poise, with pure sponsorship. Let be, will you boil Bana, roast Bana, and sit in bad innards, stuffed with peppers and lentils? I don't really know. What do you think we should do, Melia? You're really putting me on the spot here. Lady Melia, are you alright? Hell, Maxis, how you doing, mate? We heard about what happened. Miss Melia, how about you let us take over from here? Very well, if that's your request, I see no reason to deny it. Thank you very much. I have every confidence that I could develop a serum to negate the toxicity and relieve the symptoms caused by your Bana XX. It's a lot of potential in the Drake. With the right tweaks, it could still turn into something useful. How do you feel about working with me to do something good for a change? That doesn't mean we'll just forget you buried the storehouse to get at the growth stimulant. But as much as it pains me to admit it, some good came out of it. Lana and his folks came through with us. Right, when Mithril's fish trap went missing, I really thought things were about to get dire. With the help of Veretta and Miss Melia and her friends here, just to build a new, better one. Individually, we are limited in our capabilities, but when we work together, well, work together with us, and you'll see. Pearl, understand point very well. Mr. Bana is terrifying brute, but also clever and hard worker. That does seem to be the popular opinion. Oh, fine. You lot all just see yourself. Since you confident so, Bana will stoop to working with. Great, thanks for understanding. They soften hearts and heads. Lord Bana shows scrappy shred of Shori, and they trust Lord Bana immediately. And now that is taken care of, it's time for received punishment. Meh. Ah yes, you mustn't forget that part. Indeed, justice must be done. Huh? What actually happened? We don't exactly see what's going on, but he seems to be screaming. That's there one no pun who never learned. Ha! You hit the nail on the head. Still, he did provide us quite a show. Shoke, I do believe that this town, that these people will be alright. I just realized something. He might actually have been an E for Defense character. If that's the case, maybe I actually should have used Melia. Of course, I don't know that since this is a blind playthrough, but technically, but if I had known that, maybe I could have used Elia and made this part a bit faster, but who knows. Yeah, I think so too. Now it's time for us to play our own special part in the story. And now it looks, now I like how they're just done with that. It was like, oh yeah, that's right, we have a freaking Fog King to beat. As you see, massive amount of experience points, 250,000 gold, and 150,000 XP. But apparently that didn't hit us up to 80 for some reason. Don't worry, we will get it guaranteed off the next battle, but I might be a bit worried because this might actually be the hardest battle in the game. Bana was literally just the warm-up round, though, like the round before the treacherous setup. By the way, I am a bit worried about this, so one thing I am actually gonna do real quick is run to this little side area over here first. And I think, actually, if I don't get level 70 off of this, I can probably actually just level to 80 off of this. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Anyways, we'll just really quickly kill this random director Arachno in the middle of nowhere. And this is so that we can hopefully build our prospective bar so that we can have a high bar by the end. We did not have one from taking out Chairman Bana, so we didn't really get much use out of it. Perfect, we got level 80 off of that anyway, alright. I guess as an extra safety, I'll check my bonus experience now in expert mode, but we probably won't be able to get a level up. Yeah, only Melia can get a level up, but that's fine. We'll use it now to set her to level 80. There we go, that fixes the problem, and now every character is at level 80, should we happen to use Melia in the future, but thankfully, we probably won't need that, but it depends. Anyways, this is like probably the ultimate final boss of the game setup, and probably will be a bit more tougher than the Fog King. To me, the Fog King kinda seemed a little bit weak, so I'm hoping for a little bit of a better fight. Anyways, walk up to this random chest, and let me guess. Anyway, looky there, is treasure chest. Oh my, almost equal and beautiful to delicate features of face on Tutu. Hold on, one go and open. Oh, something gone wrong? Is everything okay? What? Can't open yet. Please open another moment. But where is Monster is supposed to be guarding secret treasure, mate? Such awful anti-climax. Behind you, mate. Yeah, so this is basically the ultimate monster. He actually looks really similar to the super boss, so he very well is probably actually the super boss of this game, if I imagine. Kind of weird that it's in the middle of a quest, but whatever. 11, what is wrong with face? You look like as if you seen Monster. 11 did see Monster. Yeah, big giant dragon has suddenly appeared. Like I said, this looks really similar to the last super boss of the game. Kind of interesting that he is in just kind of the middle of nowhere this time. Pretty cool place to fight him though. 11 not even kidding. Everyone, now it's time to stand and fight. Nothing can squat between pawn specters and well-deserved treasure. So this is basically the finale of the entire Pawn Spectre quest. And it basically is the ultimate unique monster. Even though it doesn't actually appear to be shown as a unique monster and cannot be fought more than once, it is really tricky. Unfortunately, it is one of those art characters that does the extra thing, so we're gonna have to purge its art again. I just realized that might actually be a lot of spike damage. If it happens that it is possible that it could do a lot of damage to me, then we'll probably have to be, find some kind of spike damage thing to help out a little bit. It's kind of nasty because since we have no choice but to use Purge on this battle, it's Okay, I decided to wait for that attack so I can immediately use this heal thing to just completely cancel the damage. There we go. So yeah, not much we can do here. Kind of are forced to use Monado Purge Sap. Also, I should not have... I need to start using Shalai, like, right now, because he is, constantly looking at me, and that's the only way to reduce aggro right now. Still not really changed. There we go, he's finally back on Nene. I'll probably have to use this one more time. I can see why I had that auto arts attack skill. Anyway, there's only a fight that seems any difficult, simply due to the fact that, oh, Banal Purge didn't even work there. I didn't know that that could fail. Ooh, that's actually rough. I'm gonna mostly be using auto attacks for Shell. As tempting as it is to use other stuff, it's probably better. Wow. And then there's that big, massive AoE attack that also happened to topple. So even if we did have a way to avoid that, there is just... Wow, that just suddenly killed us. We should actually be saving our Pawn Spectre thing for that. If we used it there, we probably would have won, actually. Well, assuming it didn't actually kill Shulk there, but... Wait, oh. That's the unique. Frick. I didn't know the unique was already up. It'll probably despawn whenever we get to here, though. So yeah, kind of nasty fight. Not really a good way to remove the spike defense stuff, and on top of it, the topple AoE is really nasty there. So I think we're gonna have to change some of our gems up a little bit real quick. Recovery when healed is still pretty nice, but we need spike defense gems on everyone for sure. Gonna have you with one. Debuff resist and topple resist will still be on. Apparently that still went through her topple resist, so it's possible that topple... Oh wait, it doesn't seem like that's good anyway, but... Whatever. Oh wait, what am I doing with topple up gems? They should actually be topple resist instead. There we go. If we have a slightly better topple resist on the characters, at least that guy can, Nene can stay alive. And then for the other characters, I think I just want to give them a little bit of HP to maybe help them survive that. But even then, that is really difficult setup. I think the only other way to build up around this is to just throw a bunch of defensive stuff on all of our characters. So muscle up, some other stuff. Just anything that increases HP or does more damage will help out. Even if the HP up initially doesn't seem to do much, I should probably stack it as high as I possibly can go. In fact, yeah. By the way, do not worry about the accuracy thing. I do have night vision. Speaking of which, I probably should actually make it night on purpose. At least the HP up. Anyway, I'm going to have Spike Defense Gems on Shulk minimum since he is going to be doing the attack, although I am probably going to be purchasing an ability, and since Quick Step is not going to really help with surviving attacks and we don't seem to be able to avoid it to begin with, I'm going to finally remove that. And this, I think, instead is where I'm going to throw my HP up gem. Oh, I guess there was also a debuff resistance, too. I completely forgot about that, too. I'll go ahead and throw that, I guess, instead. Just anything to raise HP or reduce debuff resistance can just save us from a lot of stuff. In fact, to make it easier, we should probably actually just throw away a strength up gem just for this particular battle. And instead, have another HP up gem. I want to have these on Shulk because I want him to survive the attack if possible so that he can revive. If I had known that that was a thing, then I would have immediately probably buffed our HP sooner. But yeah, not much you can do. Anyway, Ultimate Monster, take 2. Okay, so that is doing a lot more reduced damage now, but it is still pretty bad. We're gonna probably immediately use Shadow Eye to make sure that he doesn't do backup. And then at some point... Actually, wait. I just realized something. That's only a regular spike. You know what? Just having a regular, normal Monado armor will probably actually work better. And then if I see him doing that super attack again, I should just use Monado armor for that instead. Because it doesn't seem to actually do anything beyond doing other stuff. I'm going to try to use my light heal again. And I think I'm going to try and play this a little bit smarter. Yeah, like, see, like, this, in this breath right there, this is actually when I should use my chain attack. And I'll use Bucharest this time, since, like, it almost seems like this is required for this. Because otherwise, you're probably gonna die anyway. So, I think this is actually the ideal time to use it. Fortunately, we did not get our secondary effect of it, but that's fine. We use Shadow Eye immediately to lose Fret. There we go. Use heal on that. So this is like the ultimate attack. It's not really a good way to do a lot of damage. Whether we want it here or not, this is probably going to be a very solid battle, and we definitely want to save our chain attack. Oh, there's the tail again. Hey, my character's actually positioned properly. Also, it did not do nearly as much damage as I thought. Oh, but it did immediately trigger a second time. Alright, I should be using armor here. There we go. There we go. Yeah, honestly, I guess this was kind of a goof on my part, mostly. If I had just used my armor, the fight probably actually would have been over, but... Again, no, I was smart to guide at least on how to use the chain attack. There's honestly no reason not to use the Pawn Spectre thing there to just heal up, because if you don't do that, that attack would probably be lethal if it was also followed by one of those other abilities. Anyways, let's keep using armor. Like I said, armor is really busted in this game. It's probably the only Monado arc really worth using in this mode. Just so much resistance. I think it gives you like, what, like 65% resistance or something, which is really busted. Okay, there goes the attack again. So just like we did before, we're going to immediately use carcass to immediately heal up. I like how it also gives you damage immunity, so you can't possibly necessarily die during it, as long as you time it right, because it does give you immunity. Oh wait, it doesn't actually give you full damage immunity, it just gives you debuff immunity. I thought it was like immunity thing, but anyway, there we go. Just a little bit of a change needed to be done there, but wasn't actually that hard once we used armor and actually timed our stuff right. Well, anyways, we're gonna feel that one in the brain, and it seems like Flemma is going to be too, because that was a very rough boss. That basically kind of felt like the ultimate boss in a way. Definitely not easy. We fought it at level 2, so it was definitely interesting. You can out-level this and make it easier, but not much to say otherwise. Man. Chief, please open up chest already. If not, make it quick. Might spell more monster trouble with capital M. Yes, that makes sense. Holy crap, he's really figured out. He just like ran straight to it. Holy frick. It opened. Golden shrooms are as good as got. Prevent Spectre Guild is saved. Wait, were mushrooms inside blocks the whole time? Oh. Something wrong. Maybe mushrooms shrivel up like face of Granny Pond? That entirely correct. Why are they so dry? Even fungus contains moisture, dummy. For runtime, of course, they dry out. And with this level of dry, there's no way to undry, even if soaked in water. What? No, this is impossible. Golden shrooms have one's dreams. A chief wanted to do with mushrooms after get anyway. It's not normal to be such grumpy trousers. Say that golden shroom have flavor profile unlike any foodstuff that anyone ever eat. Unparalleled delicious. If we could cultivate golden shrooms we found, then could start selling and never hurt for monies again in life. But with mushrooms so dry, plan is ruined. What chief need money for anyway? Meh. Here's Finn. Right now, Archaeology Center is on the verge to go bankrupt. What? When one becomes chief, old chief tell all about financial story. Long story short, it's bad. Deep bad, dire bad. To reduce running costs, one reduce prospecting hours and change tack to focus on one race. When decide a new slogan, also want to choose one that inspired prospectors to have pride and race morale. One spend days and nights looking for a way out of dead-end circumstance. Then one day stumble on fateful memo that gives one glimmer of hope for save center from getting blessed. Set had no idea. There's one thing that one not forget to say. Rather, could not bring self to say and make co-workers feel at ease. Chief, we inspectors, not just subordinates. We are all colleagues, friends. If it's said, everyone put noggins to work. Tend to. Me not let you give up so easily. Meh. Not search chest through a white. Lifer rummage property, corners and all. Nah, chief, quit to cast peepers this away. Underneath dusty layer of dry golden shrooms. Yeah. All this stuff look expensive as heck. They're more chunky loot than even no pawn merchant can carry. If sell all this, we'll definitely make bank. And two have to agree, if we convert loot into monetary assets, Archaeology Center is saved. Wicked. So it turns out there was other gold stuff in there after all. There could never have discovered fabled treasure without friends. Golden shrooms all dry and gnarly, but other stuff here have economic value. Future of Archaeology Center look bright. 1-1 also find this in treasure chest. As promised, we'll give to friends. The truth is hardly enough to repay all favors that friends do for 1-1 and Iris Punspectors. Deal, Punspectors will hang around friends until friends ready to go home. How sound? Okay, so they do stay after all. That's good. We do need our help in the foul battle after all. Favor for favor. Is glorious new favor sharing economy. We now partners, yes? And as partners can work miracles. Alright. There we go. So what did we actually get from that? Neverest Crown. The prized Neverest Crown that the Punspectors has given you is a headpiece especially for Melee. Where in battle, you're sure to feel the Punspector spirit surging for you. Oh, why? Okay, yeah, that is a big ending if we see that. And, okay, so it does give you an art coin. So it is counted as unique, so it does give you an art coin, which is actually nice. Well, now it's going to make the final battle even more interesting because I did mention specifically I wanted to do it with Melia, and now I'm actually going to have a lot more fun with it because she actually has a new gear piece to use, which is nice. So we'll get to actually see two Fiends in action, guys. Don't worry. I know Melia sit out for like 90% in their game, but now's her chance to finally shine through. Alright, I do not know what necessarily I want to use, so since Nene is pretty much done, just in case I like use Mind Blast or actually Starlight Kick I might use for a topple. Let's do Mind Blast by the freaking eye. I'm not gonna actually use that, but like I'd rather have stuff. Anyways, the first thing I'm going to do is go to Melee and immediately equip this gear we just got. Oh, wow. Giant's Rain increases Punspector's tension. It's heavy, but it also gives her a massive tension boost to the Punspectors. That's actually really convenient. That might actually not be worth equipping at all, actually. That actually be not half bad. Feels like it'll be worth equipping. Since we are using him as a main character, we probably should have debuff resist. We could witch. Yeah, defense. Okay, good. Defense is the one that is important. We probably want to have the main debuff resist on Shulk, but I think, or her, as long as she has some stuff, that'll be fine. I do have some HP up gems on her as well, thankfully, though. This is on purpose, of course, to ensure she doesn't die right away. Instead of having Spike Defense, though, we're going to upgrade that to a Spike Defense 4 and upgrade the Perilous Resist to... Actually, we're just going to go for stuff that is attack, or actually support. Okay. Oh, wait, no. The attributes one is what you want. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. This is actually what I want. Let's see if there's an Ether Up one. I swear, we are struggling with the Ether Up gems. Holy crap. Dang. We have like 0 8 Ether Up gems. Whatever. We'll throw an agility up instead. Her damage might initially seem to be low, but I don't care. Anyways, so this is really cool. This, like, just increases tension. Alright, so... Alright, now I'm actually going to do what I specifically mentioned I was going to do before. Well, actually 2 things. By the way, the playthrough is basically done. There really is nothing else to do. So I'm literally just doing this to share off stuff, and I will be skipping notes. I will be ending this time around. If you want to see the full ending, check the video link in the... Honestly, okay, I probably will do what I did before. I'll just skip the first treasure stuff, but I will show the ending. But anyways, if you're wondering how I found so many art coins, it's actually fairly simple. I basically just went between Alchemoth and some other area, and I basically just killed all of the same fog beast we found here. The only reason is there's just multiple of them here, and that way you can get more art coins doing that and eventually get enough art coins to get other stuff. It's pretty easy to do, honestly, though, and it's probably also not worth it considering you're not going to even use half of these arts. But anyways, I am going to go ahead and set up the party now. So, to try and add this as a little bit challenge, I've decided to add a little challenge to this just to make it a bit interesting. Before we go, though, we do want to buff some of our abilities that we haven't been able to buff before. It's like... I actually want to unquit Battle Soul just so Soap doesn't sacrifice himself, but oh well, as long as we have Kino in the party, he'll probably be fine, and I definitely will honor Browning. Actually, wait, no. Hang on. No, just specifically so that Shulk does not sacrifice himself, I'm going to remove that art from his list just so that he does not sacrifice himself whenever he goes into the battle, and that'll be basically it. And then I'll just kind of do quick level up arts for the other characters, although I probably won't be able to really do much to them. Also, the actual leveling up should probably actually just be done on Melee instead, and should be maybe done on our hero, but oh well, we don't have much AP in mind. Anyways, I figured I'd do that, and then surprise, yes, we are actually bringing back the base party. So when we first started the game, the base party was this, with Nene in the back. It does definitely work, but has its issues. Particularly, you do not have a tank, so this will make the battle scarier, as these three are basically the squishiest characters in the game. That's actually specifically why I set Fat even better. Maybe I should remove another one of his strength gems and give him a third HP up, although I think this is basically as high as he can go, so I think he's pretty much good. Anyways, we'll do that. Then, as an extra safety, since we didn't use this one yet, I'm gonna save this save data. That'll be our save data before the final boss, and yes, we're gonna do the final boss. This is basically a challenge I wanted to do since the start of the game, and you're probably going to enjoy it. We're doing it with Melia, Shulk, and Pine. Basically, the default party, no extra boosts, and lots of limited stuff. You'll see that this will definitely be pretty early if you don't know what you're doing. The reason why I like using the other characters more is typically because, anyway, I'm not gonna say much other than, so the reason why I specifically wanted to do this was, one, to get Mia to be very cool, and also to see if I could beat the game using just the default party. This means basically the party you started the game with, like the party that you initially started with. Really good. This is a little bit different than before. I did have a party where I didn't even include Shulk to begin with, but I prefer to include him because he just does so much damage. I think my next strategy, if I were to like do something interesting, is maybe try and actually 100% the entire game without Shulk altogether. That would actually probably be a really interesting challenge. I wonder if anybody's actually done that. You could potentially get through it with the right setup, since Kino and Nene do a lot of damage, although Banana Water is so busted, without it, it just kind of feels a bit tricky. Anyway, though... Anyway, skip this event to go straight into the second phase, and here we go. One thing I want to do for this, especially for these particular battles, is summon both Earth and Ice. Since if we want to do AoE damage, this is the best way to do that. You'll see that this fight is definitely going to get more interesting now, because remember, we did almost die to this fight the first time, and he is question mark in level, which means he will always have a red effect. Okay, Flare Impulse is actually better. Anyways, setting up the AoE just so we can kill other enemies. I'm gonna give my HP to Shulk as a backup. I am saving my chain, yes, if you're wondering. Probably should have had topple resist, sheesh. Holy crap. Come on, Kino, do your thing already. Thank gosh. Oh, hey, Shulk, you actually did what I wanted you to do. Thank you very much. I'm gonna try and save my Aqua for a bit better, because that was not smart. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, we're all kind of losing a threat against this. We do have Night Attack on Shulk, so he should be doing a little bit of damage. By the way, this Aqua is their only way of healing besides healing gift. So you can see why this might be a bit trickier. Alright, since we got so far, I think now's the time to use Yellow Chaos. Anyway, yes, I specifically wanted to do this battle with Melia, both to show off how cool she is, her cool thing, and also to try and challenge myself to do this without Shulk as a leader. Just as a proof of concept to let you know that you can certainly do this with just Melia if you have the right setup. Particularly, her AoEs are very strong if you can use her right. You just need to do other stuff. I think the smart play here for my first element is to probably just summon Aqua, so that way I at least keep healing, and then just kind of use my other elements to attack. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, nice. Alright, I'm not going to use HP Gift this time. In fact, I'll only really do it if I absolutely need it as a last-ditch effort. I should never actually have used it to begin with. I was actually considering doing this with Kino, but that might be a challenge better received near the next playthrough, and yeah, I was contemplating whether it'd be harder to do this with only Kino or Nene, but anyway, it wouldn't have changed much. For sure, I wanted to have both Shulk and Melia in the party during this battle. Other than that, though, okay, he's basically almost dead, so yeah, okay. Not much to say, though. See ya! So, yeah.
Don't give up, no matter how many times it returns. We can bring it down just the same.
Oh yeah, I think she does have the crown during the cutscene, so that means this cutscene will look really cool, because she'll retain her gear from that, at least partially, which is nice, actually. So I guess that's another reason, because she looks really cool with that gear. Holy crap.
Telethia?
Anyway, I just thought I would do a challenge like this because, one, I actually do like Melia. She's probably actually my other favorite character in this game other than Shulk. And two, I just thought it'd be interesting to do a challenge.
Melia, for whatever reason,
I probably could also have done it without the healing, but it might have been a little bit cringe considering, yes, Shulk and Melia do have healing, but they're not really as good as Kino, so I
Time
think
to finish
the
this.
ultimate challenge is
Please,
just do it
buy me some
without
time.
Kino. Although, there's probably a challenge for people that maybe do this solo or even under-leveled. I did a level 80 because I was a bit worried, and I do not care. By the way, I didn't actually intend this to be sort of a challenge against the VOG game. I just wanted to use Melia
Grant
because
me your
she
strength,
is cool,
friends.
and I wanted to show her. It does feel kind of sad though, after sitting out of the game for like more than 90% of the game, she finally gets to do stuff. But obviously there was a specific reason. She was quite interesting back in the original game because yes, you did have to use her during a set of fights, but in this game, I don't know. Compared to the other characters, she's the weakest of the 4 characters in offer. So the reason why I was using that particular setup, Shulk and the other 2 no bonds, that just happens to be the best possible setup to get this game done in safe time. While her buffs can be useful in the right scenarios, there's just not enough room in her. And considering you're going to want to take most of the time, you're definitely going to want that. Anyways, the big flag is dethroned once again. Anyway, there we go. Honestly, it would be really cool if we could have 4 characters in the party, and then maybe it would be more fun. Who knows? It's fine.
It is.
There you go. By the way, that is going to be the end of this video. So the reason why I wanted to show off that final fight is, one, to show you that you can certainly do this using Melia. It's just a little bit slower and a little bit harder. Although, as long as you play it right, it's honestly not that bad. Honestly, I think the strat is just put Aqua at the very start of the battle, use your buff thing, which I spammed a lot, which was an aura, to keep that up, and then it's kind of pretty good, because even if you do get AoE'd during fights like that big dragon or whatever, whenever he did a super AoE attack, you'll actually still regenerate health during that time. As long as you keep your Aqua Aura and it doesn't get purged or something, you could actually keep healing through that. So that's probably what you would actually do if you're playing this game with Melia. I just use Shulk and Kino and Nene just because that is the optimal party comp I saw another YouTuber using, and I believe is the best setup. And on top of that, Shulk is by far my favorite character in Xenoblade 1, so it makes sense, actually. He's also the strongest character in the game, and why you made use of him. I think probably the ultimate troll would actually be just playing the fight without Shulk, so maybe come the next attempt, or maybe if I do some kind of challenge one, maybe I should just try and play the entire game without Shulk. Now that would be really tough, because like I said, his Banal armor is super helpful. Like, what you saw in episode 2 was kind of just a taste of that, but imagine beating this whole game without Shulk. I would like to actually see somebody try that, because you do get access to your party at the start, so you can remove Shulk at the start of the first battle if you wanted, and if you did, the battle would be really hard. It would certainly be really hard. I like how she keeps that crown in the ending. That's actually probably my favorite thing about this. Anyway, sad to say we don't really have a lot of time to do all this, so I'm just gonna skip this event. Because I do actually have one last thing to show. Before you actually beat the final game, I think you might have seen this back at the very beginning of the first episode. You noticed that whenever we went to the main game's cutscene, there was Ricky standing with the other characters at the end. If you have a completed save file of Xenoblade 1, well, apparently if you come back there after Future Connected, yeah, look. You probably can't see it closely, but yes, Kino and Nini are actually in the title screen. Like, the moment you finish Future Connected, this is actually a really cool niche feature they are basically in the side, alongside the other characters too. So like Charla, Ryan, and Dunban, they're all here. Even Fiora, they're all here together. So this is kind of a cool feature you get as kind of a reward for beating the Xenoblade Extra Story. Before that, it would just be Riki on top instead, but whenever you beat the Extra Story, yeah, Kino and Nini appear as well, which is actually kind of a cool feature. But anyway, with that, that basically officially concludes our playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. Now that we are finally caught up, it is finally time to move back to the game that I should have done a long time ago. And I'm of course talking about Future Redeemed. I figured since I kind of forgot about this storyline, I decided to get it out of the way before he did other stuff, so no need to worry, I have done Future Connected now, so don't worry, in the next video series we will be doing Future Redeemed, and I'm really excited to see what it's bringing. I've only seen bits and pieces of it, like bits of info about it, but it looks like it'll be really cool. So, I'll see you guys in the next playthrough. Bye!